Hey guys, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to make some French macaroons with the recipe from Sweet and Savory by Shine.com, and that's the recipe I'm going to be using. And yeah, I got my hair cut short, but yeah, so here's are the ingredients you're going to need. So for the shell, you're going to need a cup of almond flour, 3/4 cups of powdered sugar, 2 large egg whites, a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. That's gonna spill, but whatever. A 1/4 cup of sugar, some lemon and lime zest, some pure vanilla extract, some lemon and lime juice, and food coloring. So in this bowl, I've just mixed the powdered sugar and almond flour together, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna sift it through twice so that it's like a fine powder. So what we're gonna do now is we set aside the almond flour, and now the almond flour and powdered sugar. Now we're gonna take the egg whites and just put them in there and we're gonna beat it on medium speed until it's foamy, and then we're gonna add the cream of tartar and the sugar slowly until it forms hard peaks. So they should look like this, and now that they're like that, we're gonna remove this here, and you're gonna need to use this later for the filling. So just kind of like go wash it. And then we're gonna add the lemon zest. So the lemon and the lime zest. So I'm just gonna grab a random amount here and throw it in. I kind of split what I made in half so that we'd have equal parts for each of the filling in the shell. And then we're gonna add a half teaspoon of vanilla extract, but I can't find the half teaspoon, so I'm just gonna eyeball it with this. And then we're gonna add some lemon and lime juice. So just 1 teaspoon I'm gonna go with. And maybe a little more. So I'm gonna go with 2 teaspoons around of lemon and lime juice. And then we're gonna mix that together with the almond flour. So what we're gonna do, I'll read it off here. We're gonna sift the almond flour and powdered sugar mixture over the whipped egg whites. Gently fold the mixture running the spatula. So you're gonna just mix it and that. And then, so after we added this, we're gonna beat it on medium speed for 1 more minute. And then we're gonna fold the flour and stuff into the mixture. Now would be the time that if you want, you can add your color too. I added mine. So now we're gonna take our flour mixture and put it in with the egg white mixture. And then we're gonna kind of like mix it together in like a folding motion, and it, like it said, I made these a lot of times too, but like it's gonna look thick at first. Like while I'm mixing it right now, it looks pretty thick. I'm not sure if you could see that, but as you continue to mix it, you could kind of see it's starting to get thinner now. It's kind of like when you mix anything really with like flour, even though I know this isn't like flour, but you know when you're mixing with flour and like it gets kind of thick at first and then it'll start becoming more of a batter. That's what this is like. Now you're gonna keep mixing it until it kind of like the lumps aren't there, and I'll show you when it's ready. Okay, so now for this step, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna load the batter into a piping bag if you have it. By the way, your batter should look like this. So what you're gonna do is just load the batter into a bag. I'm gonna use a bigger bag because then it's easier to just get all the batter in. So you're gonna load it in and then you're gonna pipe it onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Preheat your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. And then what you're gonna do after you have them on the sheet is you're gonna tap it against the table like a certain amount of time, like a few times till like all the bubbles are out, you know. And then you're gonna leave it set for 15 to 20 minutes. It could depend on like the day. If it's more humid, probably more like longer time. But how you're gonna tell is if you touch the top and it like nothing sticks to your finger, that's when you know they're ready to bake. And they bake for, I think it's like, they bake for 18 to 20 minutes. So put it on for 18, check. And if the bottom doesn't stick to the parchment paper, then you know they're ready. And if not, just put them on for a few more minutes. So for the filling, I don't have as many macaroons as the recipe, so I'm just gonna like downsize it. We have 1 tablespoon of butter, a 1/3 cup of powdered sugar, and then for this one, I'm gonna use 1 teaspoon of heavy cream. Just a little bit of the lemon lime juice, the rest of the zest, a 1/3 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a little, like a really small amount of salt, and then the food coloring. So this is what my mix looks like. It's the icing. I made it green because lemon lime, I don't know. And I don't know, I think it's good. The bowl looks really messy, but it's actually really good. So usually I make a lot more than this, and usually I make a lot more macaroons, but that just wasn't the case this time. So that's it. And then I'm gonna throw them in the oven, and then we're gonna make them. So now they're done, and they didn't get like the feet like they're supposed to, and I don't have like enough icing, I don't think, but the icing is pretty straight, so I don't know if you want much more than that. But yeah, so that's pretty much how you make it. That's it. So